Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the USC Trojans, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. To the air, it's Carr. Takes a hit as he fires. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
I love the play call. First play of the game, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players the football right now and let you know about it. Awesome job.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Pollack. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. On the move. It's Bob. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Grabbed in the middle, it's Pauling. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. It's complete. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And here come the Irish again, this time doing it through the air.
And getting a little balance, right? We talked about how they like to be physical. They like to run the football. But when you get that balance going, man, it makes it easy to call plays, start to settle in, everything looking good on offense.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Right back to it. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, going to the air. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They go to the ground. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Quick completion to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his man. It's Lemon. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. After the break, they'll go back to work. Going up top again. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. So many memorable and historic moments in this rivalry, guys. It's almost a century old now. First meeting in 1926.
When you think of all the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Luke Rockne, Ara Parseghian, John Robinson, Pete Carroll. A lot of national championships between these two schools, David.
Lou Holtz, we could keep going on. The uniforms are always strong, always consistent. Fan bases are always so great. This is a game you can set your watch by. You know it'll be great.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting over his block, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next play.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Trojans are on the move. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. With the catch, it's Lemon.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
Yeah, the basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
And the Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking for a gap, it's Jordan. Turning it on! And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move gives him the first down yardage?
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Palmer.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
The Trojans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere. And now the defense backed up with a first and goal from the 5.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And the Trojans are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Hand off from the gun. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown USC! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockne's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
So much for firing to a stationary sit-down tight end. How about this guy working the corner and getting the first down?
These tight ends can do so much nowadays. You start to feature them, but you watch him on the corner route, man. Just push it vertical, push it to the corner. QB right on the same page with him. Throw the football out there, and he makes the catch.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Might be changing the route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Carr. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Now he's looking into the middle. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. It's Lane. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an
intercepted for the 11th time. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
That's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive.
42 Snyder. 4-2.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Got the first down and more. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Hey, man, you want to make a statement defensively, make hits like that. You're going to start having these receivers think twice about running these routes. This defense came to play, and they are laying the wood.
So now it's 2nd and long. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man! And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. From the gun, the ground game. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Fires to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Nice.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Well, how about if you're the defense right now? You've been on the field. You've given up a lot of yards on this drive. But if they go for this here on 4th down and you come up with one more stop, that is a huge play, and that's got to give you some confidence.
The field goal is no good. And here in the 2nd quarter, we remain all knotted up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. To the air, it's Mayava. Looking left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
To the air on first down. He wants it all. He's got it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. A really short kick, but you've got to have that angle just right. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. That type of big play can even make Traveler perk up and take notice.
Hey, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive. Explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding those big wide receivers, making big plays.
Give to the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got him. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
The Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out on the screen. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not the...
Breaks into the open. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Back to throw. It's Mayava. That's caught. It's Lemon. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Second down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
First down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Trojans headed quickly to the line. Wants to fire on second down. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there in the Grove. They're up by a field goal over Georgia. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
To the air. It's Mayava. The short hands. It's Lane. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Trojans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They're going to run it. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
Wants to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He'll throw it. He caught it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown.
Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the third quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he is looking really good.
They'll try to pound their way in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Pocket breaking down. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision making.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country.
This juncture in the game, in the third quarter, you got a touchdown lead. After that play, I think you go ahead and kick it, and you make this thing a 2-possession game.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Gonna run it. It's Love. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Quick strike complete. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. Offense gets set for second down. The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Man, I love being an edge player late in the ball game. You got the lead. You know it's a pass. They got to throw the football to get back in it. Flying off the edge. They can't block him. They can't stop him, and he gets the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Throwing on the run. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The inside handoff. There he goes. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Right on the money. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. To the air, it's Mayava. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.